So let's do a breakdown of this Euro AUD pair. Is the sell that I took from that high. So this sell is about 1 to 5 risk to reward, making 5% on this particular trade. So I like to go to higher time frame, clear the chart, and so we can start this from beginning. Clear the chart. Now this is a clean chart on Euro AUD, and let's start. From here we can see that market comes from this high to this low, then to break in that structure. That was the last break of structure to the upside that you can see. After that break of structure, we want to locate the origin that led into that break of structure as our demand zone, be it order block or breaker block or whatever it's there. But this is, in this case, it is order block or demand zone. Now, our expectation at this point was the market is going to get back into that demand zone and buy, which I did engage in. Well, that's a total different video. Right? Market came back into that, engaged in the buy, exited around some point, and then we expect that since market failed that low, there's going to be a flip of sell from there. Now we can see that we now have a high that led into that main break. Between that high and that low, that is our range. That is the next place where we want to be looking for sells. So going down on this time frame, you can see that that supply zone had already failed, but we are still within our range. Now you can see our market is doing higher highs and higher lows. Even though we are within our range, those are internal structures, and one of those major structure is going to be what is going to foster or facilitate the next sell. The next sell could actually be a sell reaction point, which means it could be a reaction or it could be a reversal. But we're going to position ourselves at the most premium zone to take our sell with confirmation. Now you can see that we have 50% of that range. So I will take that out now. And around that 50%, we want to look at the most premium area, which we can see that there is the supply zone there. And then we want to watch how market is going to approach those zones and give us confirmation. Now, I'd like to add that before market got into that zone, I was actually looking for market to turn at some point internal of that zone. But since market didn't give us confirmation, which is the very, very interesting part of this trading model, we didn't engage in it. So right now we can see on the smaller time frame how market was delivering. Market go back into that area. I was expecting market to shift from here, but market did not. And as you can see, market kept doing higher highs and higher lows, breaking structure. Now, I'd like to point out that everything happening right here is just about 30 to 25% of how I literally mark out my trade and what I look out for on a much higher time frame that gave me the idea that I'm going to engage in this trade. So if you would like a one-on-one tutorial or mentorship on that, my DM is always open above the highs. So let me map out the breakout structures so you can see. That is a mitigation chain where markets start mitigating. And that is the last mitigation chain that market is expected to tap into, whether to buy or to sell. But that was not my aim at that point. My aim is to sell at a discounted area or premium area. So I've been looking at that and I found that I have my clean zone. So I was just looking for market to reverse from the top. So now we have a breakout structure and we have another breakout structure to the high side. So that is my last range. And if market must sell from that supply zone, there has to be confirmation. And the same confirmation I've been waiting for presented itself right here. And on the smaller time frame, you can see what is happening there. So let me zoom this close so you can see. Now, See how market is doing this, another demand chain from there, mitigation chain, and we have a break of structure to the high side. This is close to my supply zone now. And now, instead of market breaking that high, market literally swept it. What that is giving me now is that, okay, your supply zone is holding because market is failing to close above highs and closing below lows. That is a good sign. Now, the market has gone from shifting bullish to going bearish, from high highs to lower lows and lower highs. As you can see, the market broke this low, pulls back, break this low as well. Now you can see that we have market swept liquidity inside, breaking this structure. Market did sweep liquidity before breaking that structure. Take this close so you can see that. So yeah, that is the supply zone. That is valid. Let me take this out. So from that high to this low is my range. That swept liquidity and break structure. Yeah. Now let's look at the leg that pulls back inside that supply zone as well. You see, you need to understand when liquidity is lying in your zone. In fact, I didn't need to mark liquidity here, but I already cited it. All right. So from that high to that low, now I am trying to map out where my TP is going to be, because your entry is as important as your TP as well. So look at this time frame. We have this low, this high, low, high, low, high, low. Now that's liquidity and market swept liquidity, came here, broke structure to the downside, and that was my cue to enter this sell. So you can see that. And I picked myself from here. My stop loss just right, I think above this high. Yeah, it was a 1 to 5 hour trade. There you see that my TP zone. That's where my targeted TP was at. Now, I'd like to point out that everything happening right here is just about 30 to 25% of how I literally mark out my trade and what I look out for on a much higher time frame that gave me the idea that I'm going to engage in this trade. So if you would like a one-on-one tutorial or mentorship on that, my DM is always open.